We just wanted to pay off as much off our mortgage quickly as we could. We got 3 little kids, and so we wanted to just be more financially stable.
Yeah.
That was pretty much our major goal when we first met with PWF. Well, at our first meeting, we were just talking about how do we get our mortgage reduction program sort of set up and started. And we didn't talk about anything else yet because we just wanted to see what that looked like after we had that set up and settled. And then pretty quickly after that, it changed once we had a good idea of what our capacity was. Yeah, definitely. So just the mortgage reduction plan on its own, we've already seen our mortgage go down by about a third of how much we had originally, and we're only like 4 years in. So it's been phenomenal to see. I reckon we had a couple of changes in our circumstances, so we're probably about 6 or 7 years off, which is really exciting.
That's better than 30 years, isn't it?
with expected purchases along the way.
Since we started, we were just in the plan to get that mortgage reduction program going, and then since then we figured out that we did have the equity and capacity to buy an investment property in our self-managed super fund and in our own name, and then since then we've got a set investment property. So the equity that we've gained in having those, because the first investment property will have about 4 years, and the other one has been rented out for nearly 12 months now. So we've got more, and they're positively geared, so there's more coming in than going out, which is amazing.
There's a price to doing the business. And sometimes that is the mortgage insurance that you may not want to pay, but then the reality is that it means you do get in earlier, and then the benefit of doing that and paying it ends up being a better result for you in the long run.
Prior to probably the conversations that we had, we never would have gone into debt and had mortgage insurance for the sake of it, but because we got into the market probably 2 years earlier than what we would have been if we had waited, we got in just before COVID. Probably only considered that a achievable goal for us was having like a property in our self-managed super fund and one property in our own name as an investment. And now, because of the position, like I would say that we are probably 10 years ahead of where we thought we would be. Like if you had have asked us 5 years ago where we thought we would be, we're probably 10 years ahead of that now, being in the market with those investment properties. So it's probably just expanded, and rather than setting our limit here, we now don't have necessarily a limit of where we could be. Probably has brought forward our realistic retirement age. Probably skeptical.
The question we left with was, have we potentially bitten off more than we can chew? Are we now going to have to change
our lifestyle?
But in fact, I think that as a result of it, we have more freedom to do things that we like to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're not as restricted as what we probably were before.
Don't delay, go into it. The advice that we got was so spot on. It never tried to make us overexerted or over committed. It was definitely catered to us, and we just do it. Do it as soon as you can, because and particularly in that mortgage reduction program, the quicker you get into that, the quicker you'll start to see results.